Good day, everyone. This is Political Matters on OPC TV SUNDOS Communication. I'm Alagbe Kayode and I'm here by the newsstand today, as always, and to get people's reactions concerning what is written on the dailies today. So today we'll be talking about the southern governors. They have asked for the impeachment of President Muhammadu Buhari, and they have also done a ban on open grazing in their respective states. So don't go nowhere. When we come back, we'll be talking to our interviewees. We'll be back. Okay, good day, Mr. Bumani. Yeah, thank you for coming on the show. Let's quickly talk about what was written on the daily this morning concerning the southern governors banning open grazing in their respective states, and also asking for the impeachment of President Muhammadu Buhari. Let's quickly get a reaction concerning this.
Well, I'm not aware of the southern governors asking for the impeachment of Muhammadu Buhari because most of them don't have wherewithal to request for such. You know the people that make up the southern governors. Then in terms of banning open grazing, is long overdue. Most of the states in the southern part of the country have taken that step long before now, especially the southwest governors have already banned open grazing up before now. Because of the selfishness on the interest of some of the southeast governors. So most of them have never thought it wise to do the needful. All until this moment. I think it's long overdue. And maybe they are doing that because they know that people are now crying. People are now, I think that is they don't have choice. In fact, they don't have choice. So I think it's a call in the right direction. It's the right thing to do. It's long overdue. There is something they were supposed to have done since. But it's not all about calling for the banning of open grazing. You know there's supposed to be some legislative backing to this call. It's not just gathering at Asabande saying that you want to ban open grazing, after which the governor of Ondo State will release this press briefing. The most important thing is after taking the decision, after deciding, okay, this is what we want to do, you go back to your separate state and submit the bill to your House of Assembly to back it up so that it will have tooth. You find out that when you back it up and you begin to enforce it. I think the issue of open grazing is one of the reasons why the herdsmen are against the governor of Benue State. Yeah. And because he banned open grazing and they have been after him since then. So if other governors had followed suit then, I don't think the pressure would have been too much on the governor of Benue State. But because some people were less concerned, some people were paying lip service to it. So most of them now see it as the governor of Benue State is the one supporting open grazing. This one we are going to deal with him so that the rest will learn lesson from there. So it doesn't feel as if some of these other ones are supporting them while governor of Benue State is against them. So please, we have to be mindful of what we are doing as all these executive governors and just take the bull by the horns. Then in terms of calling for the impeachment of the president, I think that is long overdue. Also, like I said earlier, one of the major function, the primary function of the president, the primary function of the government is to protect the life and property of the citizens. Once you fail in this aspect, you have no reason being there. One thing you need to do, number one, is you need to protect the life and property. You need to provide basic facilities and amenities for the populace. In fact, protection of life and property is paramount. That is number one thing. So once you fail, the constitution is clearly written of our constitution. But once you fail in this aspect, you don't have reason being there. So if people are calling for the impeachment, or they say that the president should be impeached, I don't think they're out of the track. But I think the president by now should have honorably resigned, having failed from all ramifications. But the issue is that I don't even know if we have president, because all I know is presidency. So if you're talking about president to resign, are you talking about president or the presidency? So I don't even, I don't even know what is happening. I don't even know what is happening in this country. But thank God it's like you said, it's coming from the governors. Thank God it's coming from them. They are the ones that is calling for this thing. So that means they understand the deed better. They know that we still have president. So for them to call for the impeachment of president means possibly they know we still have president. So maybe.
Okay.
That is the right thing.
Yeah, let's quickly talk about the COVID-19 in Nigeria. The federal government have come out to say that we are already in the fourth phase of the COVID-19 lockdown, and they have advised everyone to continue strictly adhering to the rules and regulations concerning COVID-19. I want to ask you, to what extent has the federal government been able to curb the issue of COVID-19 in Nigeria?
Well, this COVID-19 somehow, I don't even understand it. Because if you go to marketplaces, the way people interact, the way people relate, we don't even talk about nose masks, we don't talk about sterilizer again, we don't talk about keeping all these things again. So when they talk about this COVID-19, it's just on pages of newspaper and the radio. People are no longer listening to them again because people look at it that this is scam. You see,
it's no more relevant to the Nigerian
society.
It's
no more relevant to the Nigerian society. They don't regard it again. So when government is talking about COVID-19, to them it's just scam. Government is looking at an avenue to cut away money or trying to look for a room to make budget and some people to cut away money. That's where Nigerians are seeing it again. Nobody is just serious about this COVID-19 something again. And that is because of the type of government we have. That is because of the system. That is because we have a decayed system. We have people who cannot live by example. How do you explain to me that you are calling political gathering where you have thousands gathered, nobody with face mask, and you call this meeting, and you come out and begin to tell others about COVID-19, how to observe protocols? How do you explain to me that you people will gather in burials, executives, you discussing among yourselves, no nose masks, nothing, no precaution, nothing, and you gather people because of your political benefit, and at the end of the day you come back and telling the populace that are going around their normal daily routine struggling for food about COVID-19. See, know it in Nigeria today that there are some people, there are a good number of Nigerians that if they don't go out in the day, they will not eat. And these are the people you are talking about, telling about COVID-19. These are the people you are talking about precaution. There are Nigerians that for them to be able to eat in a day, they must go out. And these people need to survive. So when you come to tell them about this COVID-19, some people see it as fallacy. They see it as you are deceiving them. They see it as, why? Okay, we know what happened during the NSAS. During the NSAS, most of the warehouses were broken into, and we saw foodstuff wasted, foodstuff spoiled. Most of the warehouse, it happened in the east, west, north, south, every part of the country. These were the palliatives that were supposed to be given to the masses. People suffered during this lockdown. People paid with their tooth. Some people went for hunger strike during this thing. And some Nigerians rallied down, donated money, banks donated food stuff and all that. And our government packed it in warehouse. And these things were spoiling. And tomorrow, you expect these same people to listen to you about COVID-19. Because they see you as an unserious human being. Now, the NSAS was an eye-opener. People broke into warehouse, carted food, all sorts of things. You understand? All of us saw it on the newspaper, on our national dailies. These were the things, these were not government, things that were bought by government. Individuals who donated their hard-earned money. People donated organizations just for the survival of the poor masses. And the government are supposed to distribute these things. The government are supposed to take care and even add to make this thing to get to the populace. Hijack these things, pack it. What do they want to use it for? These things were spoiling. Why? Because our government is heartless. Because we have the heartless people at the helm of affairs. Because we are being ruled by the wicked people. That is why this type of thing will continue to happen. Tomorrow, the same man will come out and tell you about COVID-19 and you expect you to believe. No! Because we see our government as jokers. We see these people as jokers. And we find it very difficult to believe them. Yes, as I am, because of my level of knowledge, I could believe that. Because of my level of knowledge, I could believe, yes, there's COVID-19. It still exists and all that. Precaution needs to be taken and all that, because possibly I've seen some casualties and all that. But it does not, the bulk does not stop on my table. It does not stop and end there. So the issue is that if you observe something and the next person before you is not observing it, then your own observation doesn't make sense. You understand? Okay, see the way the whole thing is, everybody is vulnerable in this country as it today. You understand? So some people prefer to be killed by even COVID-19 than to be killed by hunger. So because to the best of my knowledge, hunger is even worse than COVID-19. Because it's somebody that eats that will observe COVID-19. So that is my submission. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. So, can we get your name, sir?
My name is Kingsley.
Okay, Mr. Kingsley, now let's quickly talk about what was written on the Daily today about the southern governors cancelling the open grazing in their states, respective states. Let's quickly get a reaction concerning. And they've also called for Buhari to be impeached. Let's quickly get a reaction concerning this.
The thing is that about this regime of Buhari, I don't really like the way things have been going, you know. The country is in a big mess, understand? I don't see the reason why everything will be, you know, especially this grazing and all those things. The way things is going in this country is not really good, you understand? And this Fulani men killing and there everywhere in the country, it's really bad. You know, nobody is happy in this country, really. Nobody is happy. And me too, I'm not happy. You understand? So I don't see any reason why the president will still be on the seat. Why everything is turning upside down. It's unfair. The man needs to step down so that we can know which way Nigeria to move forward or going. I don't know, you understand? So that's more.
Okay, now let's quickly talk about speaking about Buhari and also the COVID-19 case. It was announced yesterday by the federal government that there's going to be a fourth phase, which has started from today, fourth phase of the COVID-19 lockdown. Let's quickly get a reaction. How well do you think the Nigerian government has handled the situation?
They have not been handling anything. You understand? This COVID-19 issue start from last year, this year, and last year, all the things that happened, even what other foreign governments have given to us, did not give anybody anything. Oh, well, you know, this government is just mess. You understand? The whole thing that the Western world giving to Nigeria, the whole Africa, to share for people, like, you know, there's a lot of hungry in the country. Most of people doesn't have no work, job, nothing, you know, and they seize everything. They even in the first tag, there's some big warehouse. They just opened that period, and it's full of flies. They write it COVID-19, food, and they don't give it to people. They left it there to spoil or they eat it themselves. It's not fair. And now they're bringing another. No way, Nigeria will not take to that.
Okay, still going back to what the southern governors said. Do you think restructuring is the right way forward, or you think all of us should just divide?
For me, Nigeria have gotten to level that nothing is working. Restructuring would be the best thing to do, but I don't think nobody is happy. Even restructuring is the best thing for this country is to split it and let everybody go in somewhere. For me, you understand? Because these northern people, they are everywhere, and most especially, the one that baffles me most is that people can travel to all the way from north to Lagos or to east. They don't live in the house. They live in the bush. They live in the warehouse. They live in the canal. You know, how can a human being travel all the way from a state to another state and it doesn't pay for house rent? They doesn't live in a house. That person can kill somebody tomorrow, and there's nowhere to find them. No trace. You know, that one is the most important thing. People should not travel from their state to another state and they don't live in the house. It's unfair because that person can kill people, cannot trace him. That person can do anything, he cannot trace him. So it's unfair. I don't see that one is the most important thing. Government have to fight for that one, especially. People cannot travel to anywhere and live in the bush, live in the warehouse. They don't pay for house rent. You know, it's unfair. I don't see in terms of life, I don't see where people live like that. I live in Switzerland for years. You cannot live anywhere and you don't live in a house. In fact, you're a suspect. Because whatever that happened, whatever you did, nobody can find you. No trace. That one is that's the only way I see Nigerian government are not reasoning very well. I don't see anywhere that kind of thing happen in the world. Where people can travel to somewhere, they don't live in a house, they're just moving around the bush and everything. It's not fair. They're suspect, they're criminals.
Okay, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You have to come in, sir.
I'm Chibuzo, my name.
Okay, Mr. Chibuzo, welcome to the show. Now let's quickly talk about the headlines in the dailies today.
Okay.
First, concerning the southern governors banning open grading in their respective states. They have also called for Buhari's impeachment and have also called for restructuring in Nigeria. Let's quickly get your reactions concerning this.
Very funny. Number one, did the grazing just start now? The response remains, the answer remains no. The grazing did not just stop now. Now, the reason for the whole thing, now, we get to understand that every president seems to favor their tribe. Where is Buhari from? Obviously, he's a Fulani man. He wants to favor his people. So, and then, looking at his past record, who is Buhari? A military man. What's a military? Always a military. So no matter what you say, Buhari is never going to listen to people. Look at his past government as a military head of state. From what I heard, people lamented. Now, Nigerians are good at one thing, forgetting the past pain. From what happened in the previous years, from what we heard, it wasn't a palatable one. And now we all voted him in as a civilian president this time around. And then during the first 4 years, what happened? Who enjoyed it? We all kept crying. After that, what happened? The people still went ahead to vote him the second time. And then now we are beginning to cry. Why didn't they say it during that first time? So you see that many of them, because it had never worked. He had never listened to people. He will never listen to people. That is just the main thing. We are all going to bear it until 2023. No remedies about it. Because no matter what you say now, he is never going to listen to you. He has always been like a dictator and he will continue to be. There is nothing that you bat a tiger that the stripes will go away. That's my point. That is my opinion about this whole thing.
Now let's quickly talk about the COVID-19. The federal government came out the day before yesterday, and they announced that we are in the fourth phase of the COVID-19 lockdown. Let's quickly get your reactions. So how effective do you think the federal government have been able to curb the COVID-19 in Nigeria?
Curbing COVID-19 in Nigeria. Wait, I think we should get to understand one thing. There are two categories of citizens in this country. We have the elites and the poor. Curbing it, is it among the elites or among the poor? That is one thing we need to understand. Are you talking about curbing it among the elites? That's very much possible. But among the poor, you never can ask a poor man to sit at home with nothing and it will work out. So, cool. Thank God, it's good to cover nose, follow the protocol, but a poor man will never accept that. Based on the fact that you can't tell him to cover nose, take all these ones and stay at home, that there's a sickness out there. Meanwhile, the children, the family, they are dying of hunger, and you expect him to sit down and fold his hand doing nothing. That's not going to work for an average Nigerian. That's my take about it. So, if they are saying they are going to curb it, are they curbing it for the elites or are they curbing it for the poor? If they are going to curb it for the poor, what are they going to do? Let's just hear it. Because whatever you're telling a poor man to do without providing a meal for him and his family, I guess you have to look for another solution.
So lastly, do you think do we need restructuring in Nigeria, or you just think that everybody should just divide and go their separate ways?
People believe that we should divide and go our separate ways. To me, I don't really think that is the full solution.
What's your reason?
The reason is that if you read Animal Farm by George Orwell, it will be easy to agitate. Let's be on our own. Let's be on our own. But even if you're on your own, one thing I believe in Nigeria is that we all need each other. This tribe need the other. No one is independent. Unity is one thing that is going to make us stand. That is what I believe about this country. That's my sincere opinion about this country. Everyone going on their own, I do not really see it as the utmost solution to this whole situation. But the main thing is, if there's a way to plant this case of unity and then remove everything about tribalism, stop favoring your tribes alone. Whoever is going to be there, don't favor only your tribe. And then, to me, mostly it all bounces back to, let me not take it much more to our both religious and ethnic leaders and so on, because in one way or the other, they all have one or two things to contribute to the problem at hand. That is just it. I don't believe that everyone going their way is going to be the best solution to this country.
Thank you very much for watching our show. This is the Political Matters on OPC TV Sundays Communication. We have heard what our reviewers and interviewees had to say concerning today's opinions, today's topic today. Some have said that Buhari has been a dictator and is always going to be a dictator for the rest of his political campaign, and also they have also talked about Buhari's impeachment, and they have said, okay, Buhari has to be impeached. So this is our PCTV Sundays Communication. Malagwe Kayode, and the person behind the camera today, Mr. Ife Johnson. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos. We are PCTV Sundays Communication. Bye bye.